friends. Today is the fun day. Today is our lucky day. We are painting our creations. We're painting our awesome cupcakes that we've made, and our pastries are inspired by the amazing work of Wayne Thibault. Remember Wayne Thibault? We have studied all about him. We have studied what amazing pastry he's done. And if you remember Wayne Thibault, this is how he looks like. In 2020, he actually turned 100 years old, and he painted amazing cakes. So you can see French pastry, patisseries, and he used a lot of complementary colors. He used a lot of what are complementary colors? Opposite on the color wheel. For example, here lavender and yellow complements perfectly. Look at these realistic, delicious desserts and cakes and all these yummy things that Mr. Thibault, American artist, painter, was painting our regular stuff that we can use every day. Candy apples, cakes, pies, all these goodies. So we're really inspired by him. And today, last week we created our sculpture, and I'm gonna use this one as an example. This is Armani, and as you can see, we even used these awesome little, uh, they're called little diamond bits, and they were used as sprinkles. We also use a nice bead to look like a cherry. Today, we also gonna be using glitter paints. They're already mixed glue and glitter, and we are also gonna use these acrylic paints. So we divided our team in two teams. So team number one, the red team, is going to use the warm colors. So help me, kids, again. What are the warm colors?
Orange, red, pink, white, and yellow.
Awesome. And white is neutral, but we can use the white if we want to add little accents with the warm colors and make maybe the red into a little pinker color and make those beautiful pastel colors that Mr. Wayne Thibault was using. And kids, could you help me and let me know which are the cool colors? What are the cool colors? Tell me some cool colors, kids.
Blue, green, dark green, light blue, violet, purple, indigo.
Wonderful work. Yes, we have lavender or violet or purple. We've got indigo, which is a little different than the blue. We've got dark green. We got light green. Even we have neutral brown, but we're gonna be using it with our cool family today. And so, blue team is using all the cool colors, and these are the rules. We're gonna have one color, one brush per color. So when a student, for example, Zoe is using pink, she's gonna be gently starting to use the pink, how I already showed you here on the yellow, on this amazing piece of pastry. And you can come up with the names of the pastry and decorate them and maybe think about the flavors that each dessert is going to be painted with. And when Zoe is done with the pink, she's going to put the brush back into the pink. And if somebody needs to use the pink, they're going to just switch it. For example, this student now needs using yellow, so they're going to gently start using yellow, okay? And they're not going to put any color, like don't dip into the pink here, trying to get the yellow on top, and then what happens is the yellow brush will have the pink, and then the pink will get dirty with color, and the next class will not be able to have a nice clean yellow. So don't layer the colors, wait for them to dry, and then put the second color. Okay, so I'm using my warm colors now, and I have my yellow brush and I have my pink brush, and now I'm going to pretend that the next student is needing red, and so I will open it, for example, pretending Vidal is going to be using red for some of his pastries, maybe right here. And be careful if this happens, if it falls down a little bit, don't worry. We can put some glue, and we can also, the acrylic paints, they also have a little bit glue in them. So if it slides down a little bit, don't worry. You actually, the glitter glue and everything will hold it back. So just put more color on top of it, and you see it's already holding. So don't worry if something falls, just put it back nicely. Don't drop your cake down on the floor, it will break. So be very careful painting it. And don't layer the colors, just do one color at a time. That way the brush stays nice and clean. And we're gonna review the rules with how our Mr. Brush wants to be treated also of the video, Mr. Brush video. As you know, we're not scraping brushes, we're not bending the bristles, okay? We're not scooping the brushes. We're not drilling with the brushes. We're being very careful with the brushes not to break them. Okay, so we're gonna take our time to create beautiful pastries. If this happens, don't worry, we'll put some white glue. Sometimes tips falls off or it dried a different way where it was a little brittle, where it didn't hold up. Don't worry, we'll add some white glue to it and it should hopefully dry really well. So that was gonna be our first part where you're going to uh, just underpaint it very carefully. You're gonna find your sculpture. You're gonna use either cool colors or warm colors on your pastry. Okay, so that's number one part. And in number two part, this one already has glue, and I will show you, for example, here. Oh, this one is a little dry. Let's see if they're all like that. This one is good. It's better. This one already has some glue in it. So if there is a case that, like here, we found out that it's falling off a little bit, we're gonna put our glue and we're going to glitter glue, and we're gonna glue it back in, or white glue, and then you can continue just as usual. Okay. So and if you need more white glue, I'm gonna leave you some on your table so you can scoop some white glue and put it on there before you start painting. Okay, so as easy as that. Just be sure to only use that one color. Do not dip to other colors, and don't layer on top of colors that can get dirty, so that we don't have two colors on the same brush. That way you don't get some red in the yellow, for example. I think you got it though. So hopefully we know the rules now and we know how to paint very, very carefully. And I'm just gonna be painting my sample a little bit here, showing you just a really quick idea of how to finish my cupcake. I'm gonna hold it by the cherry right there, and I'm gonna start using my layers. Maybe I'll even do a rainbow color, depending in warm colors, of course. So I'm gonna do yellow and orange and all the rainbow colors coming down around like a spiral. But you can do dots and you can do swirls all around, and take your time. I'm just going a little faster because of the video. So I can do layers like these, stripes like these all around. I'm coming off the video just a little bit, but oh, if this happens, if it falls down on the table, don't worry, just put it back down. Don't dip it all the way too deep, because then the handle is gonna be dirty. So be careful, okay? And you have your paper towels underneath your cupcake, so be very careful when something happens, so that we don't make the table dirty and things like that. But I think you got it, and now it's gonna be your turn. Are you excited, class? Say yay!